Speaking of Carl Winslow, we got Ryu. I don't know how to transition from that.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
I'm kind of lost.
But
there's some way I can catch 22 this back to Ryu. So Carl Winslow is in the same show as Jaleel White, who voiced Sonic the Hedgehog, who's a third-party character who's in Super Smash Bros., who is also Ryu. Yeah!
Let's go, Koopa.
Oh, crap, those are my keys. All right. God,
More importantly, let's go Dyla, who's actually had to take out a fair number of competent players to get to this point in the bracket.
He beat the number one seed in the tournament. First of all, after he played a super close set with him last week, and I'll talk more about Dyla and his history as a player in New Jersey a little bit later. Right now, he's going up against NJPR mainstay in Unknown. So this is going to be interesting, man. Unknown is, I think when he's playing well, he's really, really good. And now Dyla is in the world of pain, and there we go.
He's moving right now.
Yeah, like I said, when Unknown is playing really well, he's easily a top 10 player in the state.
Hey, listen, man, it's looking like a no landing zone on Final Destination. Unknown putting in good work right now, but you can never count out Ryu.
I'm really digging these very low to the ground Shoryukens from Dyla. I don't think I've ever seen that before, to be honest with you. And that'll do it. You see Unknown kind of raise his eyebrows like, boy, that hurt.
It's like, wow, that does that?
If only Ryu was this good in actual Street Fighter.
Yeah. I'm sure there's got to be at least one where Ryu's good.
It's okay, man. We all made Ken now, which unfortunately isn't much better.
Man, it's like I'm playing Street Fighter 4 all over again. I'm not ready for it. But bringing us back to the action, Unknown is still not letting Dyla get anywhere without taking a little bit of percentage for
Yeah,
his
but
time.
the tragic part is now they're both at kill percent, pretty much. If Dylan spaces a couple up tilts right, he's dead. Oh, but that's not going to be death just yet. And good high recovery from Dyla, forcing Unknown to give up stage position. It's so scary, man.
You hear the parry sound effect and you're like, it's time.
Whoa.
But a down smash at the ledge to catch Unknown off guard, put a little bit more percentage on him, and all of a sudden, this is looking like it could be anyone's game.
Ryu's down smash, low key, is kind of the most disappointing move in his kit, to be honest with you. It sounds much stronger than it actually is, and you don't go anywhere. But
yeah, it's just sort of there. He's got to have at least one move that does that.
Yep, and there we go. Good air dodge read from Unknown. So Dyla down in the whole 1-0. So Dyla has always been one of those players on the cusp of being on the PR. He's really good. He's constantly improving, as the seasons has progressed. And the biggest thing for him was always getting those good performances at events that matter. And was it last weekend, 2 weeks ago or something like that? When was Prism? Was it 2 weeks ago? It's the 27th, so it was last weekend. So last weekend, he beat 6WX in Law.
Okay.
So, and Dyla also historically really bad against Sonic. He's not very good. Like, this matchup just buns for Ryu.
Yeah, for what it's worth, that matchup is one of the more difficult ones for Ryu, for multitudes of reasons.
Yeah, so then he beat Law, obviously NJPR mainstay. He beat 6WX, who's a Philly PR and PGR mainstay. And today he beat Jackal. And Jackal's the #1 seed in the tournament and potentially in the running for one of the top players in a top player in the state. And he beat him today, and also beat Sync, who's also on the PR, to get here. So Dyla finally netting together some consistency with his performances here. But Unknown, just kind of a beast of a different color. And if you're not used to a Sheik of his caliber, it's going to be hard to adjust to. And that tech was really nice, by the way.
A bit of a quirky interaction down there. Both players coming back, but it's going to be Unknown who sees the death out of it all. And Dylan's been on a warpath this whole tournament. If he can collect Unknown under his belt, that's going to put him in winners finals against Ralphie, and that's just putting another solid MJ win for him.
Yeah, that I'm sure many people wouldn't have expected that so far, but we'll see what happens here, man.
It's never too late to show up.
Unless you're too late to show up.
Yeah. Unless the party ends, you're never too late to it.
Unless you're showing up for bracket at 9:30 and being like, can I sign up?
What do you mean I got DQ'd?
I was gone for 10 minutes. Good use of up air right there to break through the focus attack. That's going to be stock right there for Dyla. Again, not too much damage on the part of Unknown.
I think that's one of the more important parts about fighting Ryu from a deficit is you cannot let him build up that extra damage, especially with a character like Sheik, who she herself doesn't struggle that much to put on the damage, but she doesn't want to deal with any type of rage.
Yeah, a character like Ryu, if you let him hang around for too long, it's gonna get really scary for you. But again, if you're a character like Sheik, whose entire kit is you having to get up in the grill of Ryu, then you're kind of just playing that whole double-edged sword type thing that you have to worry about. So.
And on the flip side of things, Sheik is a character who's very reliant on her combos being consistent. A little bit of rage tweaks the timing on aerials and sometimes even the decisions of what tools to use. So if she takes a lot of hello? Hello? At this point in the bracket, we take those.
Oh, he took it.
Can we talk about how we only heard that out of the left ear? She died in mono sound.
That's I'm thinking the heel turn from Dyla, man. That's
Hey, listen,
nice.
he wants to win. He's looking to prove himself. He'll do what it takes. And I'll put respect on the name for it. Unknown, not gonna have any more of that further. Turn it off, pause. No more shenanigans. And with a bit of a haphazard turn, the score count now goes to 1-1, and we find ourselves on Town and City.
Yeah, and the rubber game being so important, obviously, it gives you, counter pick advantage in the event that you do lose. So we'll see what happens here. I think Town and City is a great stage for both these characters. You know, she obviously has the platforms to traverse on, kind of aid her in those earlier kills if she gets the right alignment with the platforms. And Ryu obviously can kill you at absurd percents to begin with, so taking to a stage with that lower blast zone, you know, it's just gonna add more gravy onto those biscuits.
Most definitely. Talent City is just a great culmination of all of the nonsense in this game. And it rewards all different types of play styles, whether or not you're making use of the fact that the transitionary period has no platforms, or all of the platforms provide a lot of differences in how you can return to the stage. Combo ability. There's a lot of factors that pile into it.
Cute animals, like, come on.
Yes.
HD cute animals.
Look at Frillard. Look at that old man. He teaches you funny jokes.
Nice tech from Dyla right there. And again, Unknown just continuing to keep him in the blender right now. He's definitely playing with purpose. You could say he's tight.
I would imagine as much. Especially considering game 2, it was fairly close. Like, both players were playing it well, and the momentum was shifting pretty heavily from one side to the other, and then just ripped away from Unknown.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, that narrative bouncing fish looks like it just shouldn't have worked for some reason. Like, he got kind of like the stumpy hit of it, and like Ryu didn't go anywhere, but it still worked.
It's definitely one of the clunkier kill confirms that. All right, buddy. Listen, we get it. Up tilt's good.
You vape. That reminded me of like when Villagers doing like the shuffle in the trailer. Man.
Yo, he has the Muhammad Ali shuffle.
Yo.
He's got the footwork of a king.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a house payment, I guess.
A dwarf's promoter.
Oh, the dwarf's promoter. There we go. How do you say up tilt to shore Yukon in Dutch? I don't know. We'll find out in a couple months. So Dyla has himself on the board here, but again, Unknown just continuing to add on to this lead. And I think this is about the safe distance to be against Ryu. Like, this is the 1% where you can say it's like, oh yeah, I'm not at death percent yet.
Yeah, there's always talk about Ryu with rage, and with very good reason, but when there's this extreme of a percentage deficit, it's a little bit exaggeratory to say that you have to worry about Ryu, especially while he's flowing right into Gracie Grace.
God, the property value is gonna plummet with that giant hole in the roof. Can we talk about how, like, really quick in the Ultimate trailer for Spirits, they paired Sonic canonically with the Able Sisters? 'Cause I absolutely love that.
Hedgehog gang.
Yeah, and they all have drills, which is terrifying.
Don't know why. That's not clothing.
All right, the Able Sisters very clearly really like Kid Icarus Uprising. Therefore, I don't know.
They run a tailor shop and a mining.
I don't know. I haven't gotten to that chapter of my fan fiction yet. So we'll address it later. Yeah.
I eagerly await the update ping on DeviantArt. So we have a game 4 back on Town and City.
Yep. So Unknown up in the rubber game right now. Oh, that's gonna be
nothing.
Yeah, actually.
Bit of a shame, but nonetheless, Dyla playing well at the deficit he's sitting at.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Hangman. I don't think I've seen Dyla get many grabs at all outside of that one that he just got.
He hasn't. He hasn't had an opportunity to really pin down Unknown, and I think that's more to the credit of Unknown, where he's either consistently putting out a hitbox to trade, or he's just staying incredibly evasive, but kind of hard to evade with the fist right up on your chin.
Never punched a woman before? It's terrible. Ooh, there we go. The fair to bouncing fish still working at that higher percent. That's incredible. But now Dyla putting himself in a world of pain. Again, Ryu's disadvantage leaves much to be desired.
And now we're kind of looking at the flip side of the situation we had seen in Game 3, where plenty of percentage out on Ryu, but he's got the stock advantage. If Dyla opts to play things a bit more passively and just opt for trades, try to go for a bit more defensive options, it would have been a good way to take advantage of it, but he had a little bit of percentage.
That was fantastic option coverage, though, from Unknown. Like, Dyla even faked the low recovery, and Unknown still put himself in a position to get the ledge jump to the back air. So, as I said, when he's running on all cylinders, like, Unknown's reaction time is insanely good. He just plays such a tight Sheik. It's just really, really hard to adjust to on the fly. Or he's been hitting the pen too hard. I'm not quite sure what's going on here.
Sheik's always been a character that's just incredibly good at controlling the pace of a match.
Yeah,
and that's something that's never left her throughout this game.
No, it'd be a shame if she lost it on the airport on the way to Ultimate.
Baggage claim just throws it right against the wall of the plane. Breaks. We don't know what happened.
Don't pay for the baggage insurance. Like, gosh darn it. So now Unknown, you see him kind of smelling the blood in the water. He knows.
Why would you do it? Why is he alive?
Whoa!
All right, Unknown's making
Nice.
sure he stays dead. And just like that, it's going to go to Unknown, who we'll be seeing fight off against Ralphie a little bit later on, but we'll be seeing more of Dylan.
Yeah, no, like I said, Dyla did really well to get to this part, or get to this far in the tournament in general. Could you scroll down the losers really quick, Chris? I want to see some.
Let's get a look at the bracket.
So you got, so Concon did indeed beat Jackal. Scroll back a little bit. Yeah, no, he beat Jackal 2-0.
Jackal is out.
Jack has beaten R Hungry, which is, I'm sure he's not going to be happy about that.
Okay.
But, this is still top 8, right? Yeah, so Concon found his way in the top 8,
Okay.
beat Jack, and now Concon awaiting the loser of whatever that match just was. I think he has to play Dylan now.
Hello.
Game's over there first. Yeah. He's also saying that's a loser match. Alright, I guess.
Well, the only losers match is you, I think, unless Think and Justy are playing right now.
So Sink and Justy are playing to fight off against who's going to fight against Gons, and that's in losers quarters?
Yes, that's quarters.
All right, so we should be getting a losers 8.